And that closes our special of the introspective and contented industry of bag design and how it can represent the different types of women. This is a bag affair.
Yesterday everything was so fine, haze of blue sky with no clouds. Something must have shifted overnight, and I'm not sure why. It's just not love you're looking for. Did it happen to you all at once, or did it take you by surprise? It's getting clearer as I read your mind. Nothing feels like the same. Versus romance, this and that, versus every time. You will say that it's just all the same, but it's not. Let's wait until the night ends, so we can see what it's all about. Can't you see that there is a difference between love and devotion, baby? Could have forgotten how it feels, but it's all now coming back. If the choice is peace or harmony, then I won't decide. I thought I made it clear since the start of the night. The marrying kind, no, or anybody private work of art. So you belong to this collection. I know what those words are standing for, 'cause I heard them all before. It's just not love you. No, I'm not afraid to call it cat. I can't. There's obsession versus romance, this and then versus every time. You say that it's just all the same, but it's not. Let's wait until the night ends, so we can see what it's all about. Can't you see that there is a difference between love and devotion, baby?
Discover and learn the difficult A to Z terminologies of fashion, only here on Fashion Dictionary.
Balmacon. Loose-fitted coat with raglan sleeves and small convertible collar. Fly front may conceal buttons.
Here on Fashion Dictionary.
我是来自临捷的，我叫鲁天琼。然后呢，我做模特做了4、5年了。我们今天主要是为了拍一份模卡，模卡等于说就是从事模特需要备的一份卡片，模特卡片。我觉得模特实际上应该具备比较好的一个心理素质吧，就是你对模特这份工作的一个工作态度非常重要，只有工作态度对了之后吧，才能够把这份工作做好。
Hello， 大家好，我叫王慧英，来自上海东华大学。今天呢是来我们临捷公司的一个拍模卡，然后呢来了以后，你们也看到了，我刚才也是跟摄影师一直在协调，就是拍模卡的风格呀什么的。以前以为当模特很轻松，走走台，穿穿高跟鞋，但是后来真正体验到了这个日子的时候，就觉得模特真的好辛苦，然后每天像农民工一样，然后要去彩排，然后要去试妆，然后蹬的高跟鞋也都是有你那种不合适的，然后特别高或者是特别陡的那种鞋子。然后拍片子也是，以前可能没有接触过太多拍片，现在呢就发现，啊，片子也是一门艺术，就是也是很困难的。
对，其实说实话，这个可能是我第一次拍模卡，因为之前没有拍过嘛。然后我就是在拍的时候，我特别享受这种过程。我挺喜欢这种感觉的。其实我是一个新手，然后可能懂得不是太多，然后我就觉得吧，先天条件是必须要有的。可能我的先天条件不是特别好，但是我会经过后天的努力啊什么。其实我以前还挺胖的。我记得就是在去年的时候，就是我偶然的面了一次试，然后走了一个就是中国的 Discord 2的开场，然后我其实蛮惊讶的，然后我觉得那个时候是我特别心动，就是走开场那一瞬间，那个时候我感觉我特别兴奋，特别激动。
摄影师哲南，这些照片可能跟平常工作的照片会不一样，可能会更多的是表现模特自我的一个状态和一个风貌、一个风格的展现。我在给模特 拍模特卡的时候的工作的时候，我会给他建议，就是让他尽量做自己，然后让他尽量的是能表现和发挥自己的一个个性和状态。因为他并不需要迎合我或者迎合现场的每一个人，他可能需要在拍摄中来满足这个拍摄中的一个氛围和条件，这个是他一个基本素质的要求和体现。
Hi, I'm Sharizan, the fashion editor of Elle Malaysia magazine, and I'm also the stylist for the shoot that we had today. Well, basically this is for the December issue, so you know it's party season, everyone's gonna celebrate New Year's Eve, Christmas and all that. So we decided to do a party spread, but instead of doing it at a club, which was a little bit challenging, so we decided to use it on location over here. We got the balloons, the confetti and everything. More than one model. We actually had 3 girls today in an assortment of party looks from international brands as well as a few local designers as well.
Can you feel it in your soul? Can you feel it?
Hi, I'm Bibo Aswan and I'm shooting for December issue of Elle magazine. The concept for today is like party for New Year's Eve, for New Year. Yeah. Today I would like the models to be more of themselves and just go with the flow, because I'll wait for the models to be ready first, then I'll compose them and then let it flow. I'll look up for their com cards and look at their portfolio. I wanted to become a photographer because I watched this reality TV show.
Hello, my name is Angel, I'm from Poland, and in Malaysia I'm from VU Models. Exactly, I don't remember. I'm model for 14 years, now I'm 19, so it's a quite long time and I don't remember. just start. It was really nice, good fun, and it was nice, was really happy and fun. I love workout, going for a gym, swimming pool, every kind of sports. And I like eat not like fast food or something, but something healthy, like vegetable and everything. But of course I love sweets and chocolate like everyone. Really changed my life, because now I'm not at home 3 months, so I have to leave everything, but I choose this. I know that it's gonna be like this, so it's change, but for me it's good change.
Theme for today is called Wild and Free, project I'm doing with the models that I work with consistently.
There is magic in you, baby.
Planning a whole photo shoot requires a lot of logistics, like getting the models on schedule, getting the right models. For instance, you can see what we're doing has to do with fitness and flexibility, and the models need a specific type of look and build. So you have to make sure that is done, and then the logistics of getting over here. Ilashe is like an island, so you come all the way on boat to this place. everyone has to look at plan scheduling, plan logistics, plan transportation, get the right models together, have your mood board together, make sure your costumes fit the location. We're trying to do something purely African.
Walking in the sun, walking in the sun, walking in the sun.
My journey in photography has been interesting. I actually started out with moving pictures before I went to stills. I'm also an architect, so what I've done is take elements from my study in architecture and inculcate it in my photography. For instance, light and shade, perspective, form follows function, you know, structure, form, all of that. So if you look at the way I work, I like to be fluid, and at the same time, I like to use materials and stretch them. And the human body has been my greatest inspiration. I picked my inspiration for photography, first of all, like I said, from my dad, from my brother who is a photographer in the States, and then from my background in art as well. Usually, when I think of what I want to do, it takes a process. It takes having a concept and developing it, and I keep seeing it in my mind, but it never really comes out until I pick up the camera. And I try to engage my subjects as well, and also work with their ability, and then stretch it. And that's really what ends up getting the image. So it's a joint effort with everyone involved, but the important thing is to know what their strengths are. Just like I keep mentioning architecture, take strength of material. If you know steel is good in tension, better than in compression, then you use it and stretch it. So that's what I do with my subjects. Our models today have been fantastic. We have Steve, who you can see is also a fitness model, and who is also quite flexible, and he comes up on the go. You just give him a little guide of what you want, and he improvises with it. I really love that about Steve. Bolu, who we also know as Black Zeus, has the typical beautiful African manly look and a good build, fitness as well. It has a face that will sell anywhere in the world if you want to depict Africa. I really love that. And then we have Uju Tracy, who is doing the beach scene with us, who is going to be in the water. Beautiful international model.
There is magic in you, baby, and life is so scary. No time for attitude, I'm just not in the mood. So liberated, anticipating my greatness while you hate it. I'm free, I'm just doing me. Can't take no more, no stress, no strain, no pressure. I'm free. Oh, I'm letting it all go. Release me from these shackles. I won't be a prisoner. I gained my freedom. I got my sanity, and I'm still breathing. I'm letting it all show, 'cause it's a chain reaction, so contagious. Went through the struggle, and I still made it. I'm just doing me. Can't take no more, no stress, no strain, no pressure, no way. I'm free. I'm just doing me. Can't take no more, no stress, no strain, no way. I'm free.
From Tom Ford's animal prints to the colored furs at Michael Kors and Dion Lee, or the hottest pinks at Alexander Wang. Plus Calvin Klein and Jason Wu's hipster plaids. We've got you covered on the runway's biggest trends. There's no stopping to the trends of fall/winter at Runway Frenzy.
Every Tuesday and Friday, London, 1900 DST. Paris, 2000 DST. Moscow, 2100.
Dressing your best is more than just a game. Sometimes we take inspiration from the game itself. Discover classic British heritage brands and some of the most traditional British sports that go with it. Join our host Stephanie as she explores how the history of fashion has influenced current runway trends by learning the basics of sports shooting and its contributions to the fashion world today. Despite the constant changes in fashion, this heritage sport continues to live on in the way we dress. Immerse yourself in fashionable sports only here on British Styles.
Fashion is a passion of mine, not only because I want to look good, but because I'm genuinely interested in it as a subject. In this 3-part series, I want to explore how the history of fashion has really influenced the trends on the runway today. And I'm going to be doing that by looking back at traditional British heritage sports, such as shooting, fishing, and horse riding. I want to know how these sports have influenced the fashion world that we live in now, as well as trying out some new hobbies along the way. So, my country look is complete. British traditional sports are steeped in heritage, and the style that goes along with them has remained consistent for centuries. Now, it's not just on the big runways that we see these trends. A-list celebs like Pharrell Williams, he loves a deer stalking hat. David Beckham's always seen out fishing in his barber coats. And also Heidi Klum is a lover of leather jodhpurs. So I think if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me to give it a go. First up, I'm going to try my hand at shooting. I've come down to Burlington Arcade in Mayfair to come and visit Peel. They've been here since 1936 and are iconic cashmere experts. If anyone can make me look good, keep warm, and be the most stylish person out there, it's definitely these guys. Let's go check it out. Adam, how did Peel come to be?
It's a wonderful heritage brand. Started here in the Burlington Arcade in 1936 by a London gentleman, and it has just a wonderful history, going right back to Marilyn Monroe, and then people like Elizabeth Taylor and Cary Grant and Princess Diana, and right the way through to making sweaters for James Bond.
Tell me about some of these pieces that we've got here.
So it's really about the beauty of the texture that's important for Peel. Beauty, it's the variety, and it's not just the beautifulness and the softness of the cashmere. It's the variety of texture and the interesting shapes. Modern, but still has that timeless feel to it as well. And
how long does cashmere last if it's looked after properly? So if I get a jumper, how long would something like this last me?
Well, I mean, the whole point of art is it's investment shopping. So, make a piece like this, let's say, but it should last you several seasons. If you look after it properly and don't overwear pieces, then it doesn't last you years.
Amazing. Well, am I allowed to borrow a few pieces from some of my activities? Do you trust me?
I absolutely trust you. You need to go ahead.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a good look, but I think some of these cream items are right up my street. Whilst I'm completely in love with everything, I'm going to have to pick an item to take with me for my sporting activities. And I think I'm going to have to go for something traditional, cream, and something that's going to keep me very warm. So this will be just great. Now, there's something I'm finding is making everything incredibly hard, and that's like everything I'm falling in love with. It's so hard to get a decision as to what to wear. But with this, I'm definitely going to be one of the most stylish people in Britain. It's a fact. Next on my hit list is Holland and Holland. These guys are so traditionally British, you simply can't get any better than that. They have an incredible array of tweed garments. Everything's crafted in the UK. So I can't wait to discover it all firsthand myself. Hello.
Good morning. Welcome
Lovely
to Holland.
meet you. Thank you so much.
Have you been here before?
This is my first time. I'm a newbie.
Oh, excellent. And you're looking for something to go shooting or just country pursuits?
I am. I'm here to learn all about the wonderful world of British heritage brands and the sports that go along with them.
Good.
So I'm hoping you can open my eyes a little bit.
I can.
Is it that tweed is so heavily influenced as well? I mean, a lot of the garments here are tweed, and tweed is incredibly beautiful, it's incredibly durable, it looks great, but why is it so important to British heritage, fashion and sport?
You've just mentioned it, it's durable.
Okay.
And of course the weave as well keeps you warm as well. It's an excellent insulator because it's wool and with technology has a membrane, it's got nano finishes and everything, so it will keep you nice and dry and warm as well.
So what about the ladies?
Yes, ladies.
Can you recommend some ladies fashion for me?
Of course I can. I think for technical, that is your pieces there.
Okay, so may I take one with me today?
Of course you can, we'd be delighted. Would you like to try on one?
I would love to try the jacket if that's okay.
Please.
I'll give it a go. So I find it very interesting that it's so practical with the way it's been cut at the back, yet it looks so stylish.
Absolutely. So that would be... Let me just do that for you. So that would be on a nice chilly day.
Yeah.
And I think the colouring is also good for you. And there you go.
I love it.
Could you just turn around for us?
I will turn around.
And you can see the foot there. Quite smooth and comfortable. Because number one, if you go shooting or country pursuits, walking, whatever, it's about being practical and it's got to be technical because it's a working jacket.
Well, I would absolutely love to give this a go in the field if that's okay with you.
Of course, and we wrap as well.
Okay, let's go. I'll go and get it wrapped up then, shall I? Thank you so
Please,
much.
let me see,
Wow. So I've got my Holland & Holland jacket. Now it's time to put it to the test in the field and give my shooting practice a go. Fingers crossed I don't let the jacket down. Wish me luck.
Stay tuned. British Style will return right after the break.
Discover and learn the difficult A to Z terminologies of fashion, only here on Fashion Dictionary.
Peplum. A flared full ruffle attached to the waist of a fitted skirt, dress, or top.
Here on Fashion Dictionary.
You're watching British Style. Before the break, we checked out different British heritage brands as our host Stephanie looked for the perfect outfit to wear for her shooting lessons. Now let's head to the shooting range to learn the basics of sports shooting.
Just arrived at Holland & Holland shooting range in Northwood in Middlesex. It's 17 miles out of central London. It's taken only about 40 minutes to get here, so it's really fast. And it's time for me to give shooting a go. I'm going to get dressed up from head to toe in all the right gear. I've got an instructor waiting for me to teach me through all the shooting basics. And fingers crossed, I can hit at least one target.
I'm John.
Hi John, I'm Steph. Nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
Take
Take a seat for a moment.
Thank you for having me.
That's your first lesson today then.
My
first
first
time ever you've shot?
I've never been to Holland and Holland before. I've never picked up a gun before. This is all completely brand new to me, so I've no idea what to expect.
So we'll take it from the very, very beginning. Okay. Whenever you're ready, I'll get you kitted up with some clothing, and we'll get started.
So can I not wear this?
No, you need to wear something appropriate to shooting.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to look the part as well.
You will look the part as well. You certainly will.
All right. Well, I'll get changed out of my clothes.
Okay.
I'll get into something a bit more appropriate.
If you would, and we'll get started.
Let's do this.
Marvellous.
So apparently, I'm not wearing the right clothes. I need to get changed. And Joel's been kind enough to lay out a full outfit for me, so I'm fully prepped. I look the part, and I can move with ease when I'm holding a gun. I can't believe I'm even saying those words. So let's go find out what he's set out for me. Let's go check it out. So it looks like this is it, my brand new traditional British heritage sporting outfit. So this is 100% cashmere jumper from MPL. This beautiful silk scarf from Ray Ward. Tweed jacket by Holland and Holland. Now tweed is a must-have in the world of shooting. A very cute flat cap by Patey. A shirt by Ray Ward, which is checkered, looks really sweet. Some very soft leather gloves that feel absolutely amazing. Some moleskin trousers by Troy London. So I'm going to try it all on. Fingers crossed it suits me. And hopefully I look the part. So that's it. I think John will hopefully approve and I'm shooting ready. Let's go see what you think. What do you think?
Wow, you look sensational.
You like it?
I love it.
Do I look the part?
You really do look the part.
If you saw me out there, would you think I was a pro?
You look like you've been shooting all your life.
I love it. I'm excited.
Right, let's get rolling. So first thing I need to do is to get a gun sorted out for you and some safety equipment. Now, I've got a gun, so I need to just try this into your shoulder.
Okay.
And that's a pretty near perfect fit for you. So that's wonderful.
Okay.
So that's the gun sorted out for you. Now I'm going to show you the correct way to carry the gun. So the correct way is just to balance it on your wrist like this.
Right.
With the barrel pointing straight down to the ground. Now you really do look the part.
Like this?
Excellent.
Do you like it?
Fabulous. We'll walk up to the range now.
Yeah.
And we'll get started. And we'll go through the very, very basic. I think some of the fashion in the shooting world is really outstanding, particularly the ladies' fashion.
Yeah.
Some girls I think look stunning when they're kitted out like you are in the tweed and the country clothing.
Oh, you make me blush.
The next thing we need to do is to get you to put some safety glasses on and some ear defenders. Okay, so we're going to take the gun and we're going to open the gun away from anyone. And if you step into my office and put the barrel over the safety rail. Now we've checked the gun's not loaded, so the very next step is to start with your foot position. So if you place your left foot at about 1 o'clock, right foot at around about 3 o'clock, that's perfect. We're going to start with just one shot. I'll help you with the first one. Okay. And the very microsecond that I say now, squeeze the trigger. Now. Well done!
I did it!
Your very first shot.
I did it!
Very first shot, very first hit. You're a born natural. So one more time. Follow it all the way up to the top.
Okay.
Follow it all the way to the top. Follow it up. Now.
Oh.
Okay. So just one shot per target will be enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo! How come I didn't get it after the first time?
Okay. Because you're getting a bit excited and adrenaline's taking over.
It's the day you can't correct once it lays to rest. And I know it's just another excuse. Go add to the list of things you can't do. Make amends with your hindered mind, which you'll never reach.
Now, there we are.
Yes!
Perfect.
I did it! I'm not a one-hit wonder.
You're not. There's an awful lot to learn when you're shooting.
There is. It's really difficult, actually.
It's not an easy thing, and that's what makes it such fun.
Should I?
If it was too easy, it really wouldn't be any fun. Okay, let's head off onto something even more challenging for you now.
Oh, okay. We'll give it a go.
It's time for a short break. More stylish and action-packed fun from the shooting course when British Style returns.
Discover and learn the difficult A to Z terminologies of fashion, only here on Fashion Dictionary.
Ruche, a gathered ruffle or pleat of fabric used for trimming or decorating women's garments.
Here on Fashion Dictionary.
Welcome back to British Style. Before the break, we learned the basics of shooting and what stylish outfits are appropriate to wear while doing the sport. Now, we move on to a more advanced course with our host Stephanie and wrap up the day with featured brands that have collaborated with the sport.
This looks a lot more tricky. I can see a big bush in front of me.
It's a lot more difficult. It's a lot more difficult. We've started on quite an easy target and you mastered that one straight away. To be able to hit that on your very first shot is phenomenal.
Okay.
So you've definitely got great hand and eye coordination, which is basically what you need to be a good shot.
And I would like to right this wrong.
As soon as you can line up on the bottom edge, squeeze the trigger.
I'm ready.
Say pull.
Pull!
Fantastic!
I did it! I did it!
Fantastic!
Did I do that all by myself?
All by yourself. I'm so impressed. It's an absolute pleasure. You're certainly a natural, and I think you could be a very good shot with a little bit of practice.
Do you think so?
I think you'll have to come and see us again.
Oh, I will. How much would you rate me out of 10? 10 being I didn't hit every shot, so I'm definitely not a 10.
Yes.
But for a beginner, what would you rate me?
I would say you're 8.5 out of 10.
I'll take that.
Are you happy with that?
That's brilliant. Thanks,
Good.
John.
Good. That's a pleasure.
Oh, I really enjoyed it.
Good.
That's actually extremely addictive, and you've stood there and the target's going, and it's really bizarre how quickly you get annoyed with yourself and you just want to hit it and you can't, and it's just flying past you and you're so close. But now I'm going to get changed into another outfit for after shooting, and I'm going to be really lucky because I've got the chance to talk to Claire. She's one of the UK's top shots, one of the first women to make it big in the world of shooting, and talk about a collaboration she had with the world famous fashion brand Barbour. So after all that shooting, it's time to get changed, revamp, because it can get really hot when you're holding all that heavy guns and other equipment. So for that, I've got this gilet by William & Sons. Now, William is actually William Asprey, so part of the huge brand. He's gone and created his very own label, which is based around luxury lifestyle, accessories, and shooting garments. Seeing as I didn't wear my beautiful cashmere jumper, I've got another MPL cashmere jumper here, which I'm definitely going to wear when I meet Claire, because I want to make sure she gets the right impression. This is a limited edition silk scarf by R. Ward. And then to top it all off, how cool are these? These are Cording's velvet corduroy burgundy trousers. I love them. These are going to look really cool. So if you give me a moment, I will get changed and be right back. So, I've got on the outfit. Let's go meet Claire. Hi.
Hi, Stephanie.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you
I've
too.
heard a lot about you.
Great.
I'm really excited to meet you because I think you're really inspirational as a woman, being, you know, out there, better than all the boys, shooting, hitting all these targets, being one of the best in the UK.
I love it. So I started about 12 years ago. I learnt here and didn't come from a shooting background at all. It was completely alien to me, but the first lesson I had, that was it. I was absolutely hooked. And when I started, there weren't many girls doing it, so I'm quite competitive, so I wanted to be better than the boys, so I had to have lots of lessons, train hard. Used to come here all the time, train at other schools as well, and then started shooting all over the country.
As well as talking about breeks and this kind of fashion, you've collaborated, we have a jacket here, with Barber to create this jacket or coat. Talk me through what it is, how you collaborated, and what makes it so special.
So I work with Helen Barber, who owns Barber with her mum, on this jacket, and basically they wanted to create a technical jacket for shooting. So when you're out shooting in the winter, obviously you're going to be subject to all the elements. You know, most of the time it's freezing cold, it's going to be raining. So we did little things like we put this in here. So you put your thumb through, which means it keeps it tight on your wrist, which means when you're shooting the gun, because you're like that, it stops the rain from going down your arm. It's fully waterproof. And then you have the gilet, which you can wear on its own or tucked in. So if it's really cold, you can have it in here to give you extra warmth. And then if not, you can wear it as a separate item. And it's actually really lovely, just warm with jeans, if you're plain shooting or something like that. And so that gives you that extra layer. Something like the pockets, they had to be the right size because when you're shooting, you need to get to your cartridges really easily. So you found out today, you know, but once you get really into it, you're doing a lot of it all at once and you're stuffing them into your gun really quickly. So you've got a really big pocket there for your cartridges. And then this has a little tag in here. So you can pop that on there, which means that it's always got easy access and quick access.
So I've just finished my first ever shooting experience at Holland & Holland, and it's been surprisingly really fun. I didn't think I'd get as into it as I would do, and then when I was shooting the gun and I hit the target, I started screaming because I was so excited, and when I didn't get it, I was really disappointed in myself, which is something I didn't think I'd get as into it as I did. And it's been really interesting as well, like trying on these brand new different styles of clothing. It's so, you know, completely different to how I expected. The illusion of what it would be like and the people is so different to how it really is. I imagined it to be very upper class and everyone to be very, I don't know, stiff upper lip, very British, but everyone's been absolutely fantastic. And it just goes to show that a wonderful brand like Holland & Holland, with the backing of a big company like Chanel that bought them out in 1996, can just absolutely fly, absolutely soar, get young girls interested in a fantastic, what used to be male-dominated sport. It's been amazing.
And that ends our feature exploring on the stylish clothing and basics of sports shooting. Join us again next time as we bring you another traditional sport and the outfits that fit it, only here on British Style.
Turn back the time for me to stay. I couldn't change it. All that could
dressing your best is more than just a game. Sometimes we take inspiration from the game itself. Discover classic British heritage brands and some of the most traditional British sports that go with it. Join our host Stephanie as she explores how the history of fashion has influenced current runway trends by learning the basics of fly fishing as a traditional British sport and its contributions to the fashion world today. Despite the constant changes in fashion, this heritage sport continues to live on in the way we dress. Immerse yourself in fashionable sports only here on British Style.
Fashion is a passion of mine, not only because I want to look good, but because I'm genuinely interested in it as a subject. In this three-part series, I want to explore how the history of fashion has really influenced the trends on the runway today. And I'm going to be doing that by looking back at traditional British heritage sports, such as shooting, fishing, and horse riding. I want to know how these sports have influenced the fashion world that we live in now, as well as trying out some new hobbies along the way. So, my country look is complete. British traditional sports are steeped in heritage, and the style that goes along with them has remained consistent for centuries. It's not just on the runway that these trends are a big hit. Major A-lister celebrities like to rock them too. Pharrell Williams is known for his deer-stalking hats. David Beckham is always seen out and about in his fishing barber jacket. And Heidi Klum loves a leather jumper. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. And today, I'm going to try my hand at fishing. I've come on over to Regent Street St James's to check out the prestigious brand Orvis. These guys know everything there is to know about fly fishing. So if I'm going to be getting in the water and not knowing what's going underneath, I want to look and feel great and make sure no fishes bite me. So hopefully they can get me out and get me looking the part.
Between you and I look into your eyes. That should be all that matters. But I don't need this drama anymore. Why do we always have to settle the score? I'm another not so far.
Hey, my name's Steph. I just wonder if you could help me.
Okay.
I'm going fly fishing for the first ever time.
Right.
And I've got no idea what I need or what's going to be useful or practical. So can you give me a bit of help?
It's fine. I'm sure we can kit you out.
Okay.
Right, if you want to follow me, have you got anything to start off with?
I was kind of going to go slightly like this, but I thought I might need some wellies or something.
Don't think you can go like that.
Okay.
So we'll start over at this end, and I'll talk you through the bits and pieces that you'll
All right.
need. Okay?
Okay.
This is our trout bum range. So we've had this for sort of a few seasons now, and they've just brought in some really, really nice ladies' colours.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really great with jeans, they keep you warm, but they're a thin layer as well, so they're great underwaders, and they do the job. So you need bits and pieces like this really. For this time of year, a turtleneck's really good. It will keep your neck warm at the same time.
Yeah, so a turtleneck and one of these?
Yeah, definitely.
Am I not going to be too hot, sorry?
No, you won't, because the waders that we'll give you the ones that will completely keep you waterproof, but they're also breathable at the same time. You're going to need a jacket to go with it. These ones are completely waterproof. You can see from the inside as well that all the seams are completely waterproof. These are the waders that I would recommend.
So it's kind of like an outdoor jumpsuit.
I was going to say, it's basically a waterproof onesie.
Waterproof onesie,
In
I'll
many
take that.
ways.
Oh, it's even got feet on it.
It's got feet, so this is really important actually. So I would always recommend a stocking foot wader. It's all a preference thing. Some people go for, you know, the waders that have the boot on the end. So you can have a construction that goes all the way down into a boot. And some people prefer stocking foot. And then from there, you're going to need a good wading boot.
Oh, they're quite cute.
They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like trainers. They've got a bit of a platform on there as well.
They're also real comfortable.
Okay.
So they're super padded on the inside. So you'll notice that the neoprene stocking foot, these are really, really spongy as well.
Yeah.
You've got the grips on the bottom.
Uh-huh.
So you won't slide in and out of the boot.
Let's take our care, let's take our time.
I've got my Action Barbie shoes. Gonna get my waders.
Good. Got somewhere to put your mobile phone.
Got somewhere to put my phone. I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go.
I'm totally gonna catch a fish. Next up on my hit list is Magnus Appler. Now he's a boot maker and rubber engineer. So if I'm going to turn my hand to fishing, I need to make sure I've got the right stuff on my feet. So who else should I see? He's definitely the person in the know. So Magnus, thank you so much for chatting with me today. I'm a total newbie to the world of boots and rubber making, so I'm really honoured that you'll spend some time with me. Tell me a little bit about what you do.
I'm producing rubber boots today, and I'm the engineer behind them, and I have designed them, and I've done everything around the boot. I'm very proud to say that I think we have one of the best quality in the market for the moment, and let's say we have different styles, and this style we call canvas.
So with this particular boot, why have you chosen to have it half canvas, half rubber?
It's two decisions around this design.
Okay.
First of all, when I designed the boot, it was not that fashion. The thought about the fashion was coming the second. The first one, the canvas, is more silence. When you use the boot in the terrain, the noisy sound you get from pins, sharp edges, or branches, what we call it, will not be so sound when you use the canvas.
Right.
So, it's a silent boot if you like to stalk silent in the terrain.
Okay.
But secondly, I found out that the canvas itself was a very fashionable, good quality on the upper. So then we turned the color together with the brown color with strap and so on. I think we found out a very nice style.
How many years have you been doing this for?
Too many years.
You've done this for a long time. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed. Thank you so much. And I can't wait to put them to the test, and I'll let you know if it stands the test of my feet, that's for sure.
I think you will be satisfied.
Don't go away. More on this heritage sport when British Style returns.
Discover and learn the difficult A to Z terminologies of fashion, only here on Fashion Dictionary.
Palazzo. Long length and super loose pants with very wide flare from hip line to hemline.
Here on Fashion Dictionary.
Welcome back to British Style. Earlier, we visited several prestigious British brands that provided fashionable outfits for fly fishing. Next, we venture into the waters as we join our host Stephanie for our first-hand experience of the sport.
It's official. I'm no longer in London. I've made my way down to Gingerbread Beach at Kimbridge, where I'm going to be getting knee-deep in water. Doesn't really sound like the type of thing I normally do, but I'm going to give it a go. Miles from Orvis is going to be on hand to help me catch a fish. These words are just coming out of my mouth and they don't feel like they're mine, but I'm just going to try my best. Wish me luck. Hi, Miles.
Hey, Steph, how you doing?
I'm all right. Nice to meet you.
And you.
Thank you for having me.
That's okay. I'm looking forward to it.
So tell me a little bit about what we're going to be doing today.
So basically today we're going to try and get you to catch a fish, learning to cast properly as well, and just generally enjoying the day.
Okay, now I've got some equipment from Orvis. I've picked out some waders. Is that right? Is
That's
that right?
it. That's what we need. Yep.
Okay.
So I think get out of that and into waders and we'll make a start.
Will the waders protect me from the fish biting me?
Well, that's a strange way of looking at it, but yeah, whatever makes you feel confident.
What's your way of looking at waders? Why do you wear waders?
If you're getting in the river, that's the best way to wear waders. But today we probably won't be. But
okay.
You'll certainly look the part if you wear them.
All right. Well, I'll give it a go. Give me 5 minutes and I'll come out like a new woman.
No worries at all.
I'll fit right in. So these boots are going to protect me from the fishes that try and bite me. And I'm going to like Neil Armstrong, spaceman on the moon, in the lake. So it's all going to be fine. If I can get my foot in, that is. I think these boots are pretty cute. I think these could take over and be like the new, I don't know, riding boots 2015. Moon style. So I'm not going to wear my jumper because it's a little bit warm, especially with this polo. So I'm just going to put on my jacket instead. Complete the look. I'm going to just get you fish. So I'm all kitted out. I'm ready to go.
Certainly look the part, Steph.
Thanks.
Very good.
Thank you. I don't think any fish can get through this.
I don't think they can. I
Okay.
think you're pretty safe in that respect.
Wicked. So what happens now?
Well, let's get fishing. We'll work on your casting a bit up in the shallows, but then after that we'll try and actually catch you a fish. So
All right.
looking forward to it.
So Miles, why have you not got any willies on?
Where we're going to be fishing, Steph, is actually pretty manicured banks, so you don't actually need to be in wellies all the time when you're fishing. You can just be in your normal clothes. Wellies and waders are only when you need to be in the water or it's all muddy or just generally not very nice.
So basically, I am over-prepared to the
well
extreme.
Over-prepared, yeah.
It's fact, well, I'm ready for anything right now.
You really are.
So
If it rains, you're set.
if it rains, if there's a shark swims upstream, I can handle that. So how does it work? If I wanted to come fishing here, do I have to book? Do I just turn up? Like how do I go about it?
Anybody can come fishing here. We have syndicate days, which basically means in the middle of the week we have set number of people that by the start of the year, a set number of days, and that's their day basically. So on a Tuesday we have 2 guys that come, and that's it throughout the season. But other days it's day lets, so you can basically go through the office, choose what day you want, and then come here with as many people as you want, really. If it's just yourself, that's fine. If it's like a party of 10, it's whatever. So we're pretty easy in that respect.
Okay.
These are Polaroids, so they cut out the glare on the surface of the water. So basically, you can see the fish a little bit better. So if you have a look through those.
Right, let's have a look. Oh wow,
Yeah,
that makes such a difference.
It really
So I'm all kitted up, ready to go on the riverbank, and I'm just thinking about traditional sports and how so many of them here in the UK have filtered down into the global runway. So for instance, with shooting, the tweed look is absolutely huge. We see models like David Gandy and Oliver Chatra, London Collection men's, wearing them all the time. And then jobbers have filtered down into skinny jeans and leather pants, and the likes of Victoria Beckham, you know, they're iconic for wearing this style of trousers. Thinking about my fishing outfit now, and it is one of the most popular sports here in Britain. It has been for a long time, and elements I can see definitely being used on the high street, like this amazing polo jumper, which is really cute. I'm not quite sure how much the technical aspect of it would work as an everyday look, but you know, if you're into your combat style, it could work. You never know. It's worked for the other sports, so give it a few more seasons and you might be walking down the high street just like this.
Get that out of the way.
Okay. You're very confident with this equipment. Like, I'd have thought I'd have just plopped into the water.
Although it's very expensive, if you treat it the right way, it will last forever, as long as you're not too boisterous with it.
You're just flicking that around,
Yeah,
and there's a little hook on the end. Like, are you not scared it's going to come back and
Not
get
at all if
you?
you do it the right way. It's pretty safe. So, but as long as you've got glasses on, you're fine. So basically what you want to do is you want to bring the rod back, stop abruptly at 12 o'clock, just past the vertical basically.
Yes.
So you come up, stop, pause for a couple of seconds to let the line straighten and let the rod compress behind you.
Okay.
And then you transfer that energy forward by going down to about 10 o'clock.
Right.
And then stopping again and then following the line down.
You made that look very smooth.
So basically you come up, stop at 12, come out and then follow it down.
Okay, I'm scared of this flicking motion.
Stay tuned for more and check out the catch of the day when British Style returns.
Discover and learn the difficult A to Z terminologies of fashion, only here on Fashion Dictionary.
Peg top. Pleated, tucked, or gathered at the waist and hips, but tapered to narrow at the hem of a skirt or the ankles of the pants.
Here on Fashion Dictionary.
You're watching British Style. Previously, we learned the basics of fly fishing and discovered some heritage brands that provided functional and fashionable outfits for the sport. Moving on, let us see how our host Stephanie made her catch for the day, wearing some of the most stylish outfit there is in the world of fly fishing.
Okay, so what do I do?
So that's it, yep, keep it nice and low. Watch that fly, see if it goes far.
Come on, anybody. Oh, someone's swimming.
Yeah.
Someone is swimming. No. Oh, no, they've turned back around on themselves. Others have attempted to approach.
See that white dot that's just past the yellow fly line?
Yes.
That's what we're watching.
Yes. Oh.
So yep, so strike. Oh, unlucky.
What does that mean?
So basically a fish grabbed that then.
And I didn't pull in time?
Yeah, so strike a little bit harder next time. Quite a lot of line out, so.
That was fast. That's pretty...
Yeah, they're really fast, yeah.
I thought fishing was meant to be like a calm thing. This is quite...
Sometimes it's quite...
There's that fish that's the greedy one.
That's it, yeah.
Oh,
so
come on, mate.
Get right over the top of him if we can.
He's a fatty. Oh, look, he's coming. That one. Can you see?
Yeah.
So intense.
Go to that place we used to know. Memories.
Oh, he's having a bit of a break. He's like done 10 rounds in the boxing ring right now.
And when it slackens off, then start reeling. So.
Okay.
Can you see him there?
Yes, I can. I'm like trying to wait for him to stop. He's a bit like Mo Farah at the moment. He's racing towards the finish line, and I'm like holding him back. So like now I can give it a reel.
Yeah, so if you stand where you are,
yeah.
When you finish biting, you try directing to me. Don't reel any more line in now.
Okay, don't.
Directing to me when you want to. No rush though.
No rush. Okay, so we're pretty chilled out about this situation right now. He's called Roberto because Cavalli did a very nice animal print a few seasons ago. So this is Roberto coming in to be cast. Is he in?
Yeah, we got him.
We've got Cavalli in a net.
So here he is.
Oh my God, he's huge.
So this is it. This is a river test brown trout.
This is my catch of the day.
Which a lot of people don't have the opportunity to do. People come from all over the world to fish here, so...
I've done a good job.
You've done a very good job. Righto.
Okay, nice. So you just gently pop him back in?
Yeah, we'll just pop him back. Just hold him in the net for a little bit.
Yeah, Roberto's coming out.
There we go.
Aww.
And then they're going off another little salt now.
Aww. See you next season, mate.
You know I'm not the same.
It's really bizarre because I feel quite scared. I'm like half petrified, half quite excited. So I'm not entirely sure on which motion is leading at the moment. It's very 50-50. It's really weird because it was really exciting when we were doing the reeling and waiting and reeling and then waiting. Like that bit was quite good, but when the fish was out and it was jumping, I was petrified again, so.
It's feeling better.
So So we've caught our first fish. Well, my first
Caught your
fish.
first fish on the river test as well.
I
Big
know.
deal, so well done.
Thank you.
But I think we should go up now. You can get out those waders.
Yeah, I didn't really get to use them that much, did I? I was a bit.
No, you didn't.
Now I do feel like I was very overly prepared, but you know, it's fine. If anyone was to just glance, they'd think she's a pro.
If you'd have fallen in,
I'd have been,
you'd have been
fine.
set. So.
I love how I put all of this on to feel protected, yet as soon as the fish came out the water, I was, may as well have, I don't know, may as well have been a lion that was there. I was that scared. All right, okay. Well, get changed then anyway.
Yep.
Thank you, that was so fun. Yeah, well, it's not been as, you know, bad as I thought. It's okay.
Back at it again. Watch me getting freer by the minute now. Everything.
Well, I've caught my first fish and I actually can't believe it. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than that. I was still absolutely petrified when it came out. I don't even know what I was petrified of. I know it can't get me, but I think it's that crazy jumping motion. Anyway, now time to get changed to something that's a little bit more of my usual everyday style. And I guess this is more of the part where you can see how fishing trends have filtered their way down to the general high street market. I have got a lovely, beautiful jacket from Troy, London, navy soft jumper, denim shirt, always a classic, a staple, scarf and hat, all from Orvis. Dark green, lovely trousers from Cordings. And for footwear, I've got Arxus Wellington boots. So I'm going to get changed into my country style look and get Miles to rate me on that fish. I think I did a good job with Roberto there. So my country look is complete. Let's go see what Miles thinks. What do you reckon?
Very cool.
Looks a bit different to the waders, right?
I like it, yeah. Very cool.
You're feeling it?
Yeah.
Well, so how do you think I did out there?
You did brilliantly. Honestly, for a first time, that was really good. I'm not just saying it. Really
Honestly?
Good. Honestly, really good. You picked it up nice and easy, yeah.
Okay, so who else does fly fishing, or who should I aspire to be like?
Barack Obama,
Okay,
that's
cool. Anyone that wears all this?
Ashton Kutcher.
So he's a
An
big
Orvis
fan?
Customer. Yeah, he's an avid fly fisher and wears Orvis, yeah. Good
Okay, well if Barack Obama and Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher are rocking it, then I think, you know, it's something I should think about doing again next time.
You should do.
Seriously, Miles, you've been so brilliant and I feel like I've learnt a lot. I've definitely got a long way to go before I'm anywhere near your standards. Seriously, I'm watching you and you're casting your rod. I mean, before you said that, I thought castings were just for models, so I have no idea what's going on. But thank you very much.
No worries. Hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did, I'll be back.
Good.
Next time I'll be catching a pike. So, my fishing expedition has come to an end and it's time for me to go back to London. I think this time around it might be the better place for me because I wasn't so great at catching the fish. And when I did catch one, I didn't even want to touch it. Maybe I should stick to shooting or riding next time. We'll see. Anyway, that's all I've got time for today. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the world of fishing with me. And I'm going to take this stuff home because I think it looks pretty cool. See you next time.
And that ends our feature on the stylish clothing and basics of fly fishing. Join us again next time as we bring you another traditional sport and the fashion that fits the game. Only here on British Style.
You wanna rule the world, you wanna be the best, no matter
From Tom Ford's animal prints to the colored furs at Michael Kors and Dion Lee, or the hottest pinks at Alexander Wang. Plus Calvin Klein and Jason Wu's hipster plaids. We've got you covered on the runway's biggest trends. There's no stopping to the trends of fall/winter at Runway Frenzy.
Every Tuesday and Friday.